And we are live.
Yep.
So hello everyone. This is I'm Marian. This is another live coding show of codetap, and we are having a guest, Cate. Cate is 11 or 12 years old.
12 years old.
12 years old, and she's coding. She's building websites. So yeah, well done for that. Now let's see about your issue, right? We have this one over here, and you have a few boxes, like 11 of them, right? Now let me draw something on the screen just to make sure that we are on the same page. So I'll draw a line, this one. So my question earlier to you was, are those boxes gonna align, like this one to be up to here, or they are just like that?
Are you showing it on the screen or something, because I can't see it?
Yeah, if you have another screenshot, you can paste it on Slack.
Okay.
Cool. Let's see. I'll take that now. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Yeah. Take your time.
Okay, thank you.
This drawing. There might be double audio, so yeah, finally.
Yeah, it's just taking a while.
It's okay. I know. Did you give it a go with display grid, by the way?
Yes, I did, because that's what, when I looked it up on YouTube, it said to do display grid.
Yeah.
And I did.
I think it's 7. So who else is watching us? Feel free to drop a comment. Okay, so this is something you wanna do, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now let's see. Let me do some drawings. I have 2 mice, one for my desktop and one for my laptop, and I keep switching them, and when I grab the other one and I see it's not working and so on. So okay, so the way I see it, we could do like this, and then like this. See? And then like that, and like that.
Are you sharing a screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen, although if you share your screen, it might go slow, so we can try that.
Oh, okay.
Let's just try that, and then we come back to this one.
So you want me to share my screen now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Do you have your picture opened wide some other place?
My picture?
Yeah. This one with the bear.
Oh, yep. Oh. Just a minute. I'm having trouble with the buttons.
That's okay.
Is this one?
Yeah, that's the one. So now, is that a big picture now that I see, or is it a website?
It's the YouTube tutorial, the big picture.
Okay, okay. Now let's see. Request remote control. I have a drawing app over here which you don't have, but basically I get the point of it. So I'll share the screen towards you so you can stop sharing.
Alright.
Yeah. So let's switch. So now I'm sharing, and this is the picture, right? And now you can also see it, because earlier I thought you were watching on YouTube as well, but on YouTube you could see what I was drawing, but now I got it. So anyway, so the point was we can start separating this layout more or less like that into columns.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like that. So you get like column 1, 2, and 3. And then we can separate it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And one at the bottom.
Yeah.
So then one on the top as well. And we got row 1, row 2, row 3, and row 4. Okay, so far, if we are to start with this, let me quickly open this editor, Kawasaki specifications. So I'll use this one that's already started, but basically it's like pack starter, right?
Yeah.
And I'll just create over here a new folder. Let's name it bear, and inside it a new file, index.tug. And let me also clear this screen, because we no longer need it, or do we need it? I don't know. Let's just clear the screen and then we'll see. Maybe we need to draw it again. Okay, and switch back to the editor. Open the command prompt, npm start, and it should be like that. Okay.
Mary, in my website, I've got these. I've got these links to my dummy articles that I sort of wanted it to be like when you click on them, then they link to the article, and then it brings you to the article page, which I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look into those links a bit later. Let's just solve this layout for a moment, and then we can have a look at it.
Okay.
Cool. So far, I've created this wrapper, and I'll just type something like h1 hi, just to confirm that it works. And now, if we are to open localhost 3000, I'll just drop it over here. Yeah. See, we got that bear that we created, which is this one over here. And then inside we have a wrapper and hi. So now in this style over here, for the moment, I'll remove everything. And I'll say wrapper display grid. Okay, and now it turns this, if I inspect it and then I hover over it. Okay, almost there. Yeah, that's the wrapper with display grid on it. Now if we go back to your picture, we should have 3 columns and about 4 rows, right?
Yeah.
So what else? Grid columns, grid template columns, free FR. For the moment, we just say fractional because I don't know the sizes of those, or we could actually make more of them. Let's assume that this 4 over here, let me draw on it. This 4 over here, it's half the size of this, right?
Yeah.
So I would say we could start with a column that's 2 fractions, then another column here that is 1 fraction, and then another one that's 2 fractions again. So the left and the right column are twice the size of the middle one. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's do 2 FR, 1 FR, and 2 FR.
Okay. So 2 FR, 1 FR. I'm also following along as you type it.
That's cool, that's cool. So now for rows, let's go back to the image. For rows, we got one. Let's look a bit into it. So we want to have a separation here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can start with one that's 2 FR, then another one that's 1 FR, 1 fraction, and the last one looks like it's 1 fraction as well, right?
Yeah.
Give or take, because if we want to be more specific, we can do some measurements and so on, but let's see how it goes. So 2 fractions, then 3 of 1 fraction. One FR, and 1 FR. Cool. So far we've defined the grid. Let me clear the screen. Bring back the browser, clear the screen. I'm back. Okay. So now is this yeah, this doesn't have a style. See? To me, but to you it might already have it, so I'll have to add a style to it. Link tab slash style, or just style, yeah, slash style dot CSS. Okay. So now if we look, when I hover over this one, you can see that it already creates some dotted lines over there.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Now let's go back to the picture. So I got one. Okay, one. I don't. 2 is the bear. I wasn't seeing the 2, but it's a bear. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's create those ones inside CSS as well as inside here. So dot 1, 1, and then double click, Control D, 2, double click, Control D, 3, almost there, double click, Control D, 4, double click, Control D, 5, 5.
My computer's a bit slow, so it's a bit hard to follow you at the moment.
It's okay if you can follow me. That's okay. If not, this recording will be online, so you can follow the recording later on. So we got 5 or 6. I think we got 6, right? Yeah, we got 6. So when we save this, inside the wrapper, we'll have this. So we'll have wrapper, and then this one will be div class 1, and this one will be that content. This one will be this class over here, and this content will be that one. So far so good. We got 6 6 divs with one word in each as their content.
Okay. With this, could I add like 11 gifts or something?
Well, the point is you can add also or remove as many as you want. We'll just go with 6 for now, but what I want you to understand is the power of display grid or display flex, whatever we'll be using. For the moment we are using display grid, and then just we'll play around and see how it works, right? So so far we got those ones, and now let's go back to this, make it bigger. Okay, so one should, if we are to draw on it, but let me do something else for a second. If I click that copy image and then open Photoshop, it will be easier for us to keep track of what we are doing. Okay, and now if I'm to draw some lines, where are the lines? I think it's over here, yeah, line tool. And now let me switch to bright red. Okay, so I think we got one line like that, then another one there, and one more over here. No. Oh, what happened? One got lost. No, it didn't get lost. It's just not inside. Okay. Yeah, kind of. And then one more over here. Then we got one over here, one over here, one over here, one over here, and one at the bottom. Okay, so if we are looking into one is going to be easy, the div with class 1. It's gonna span from column 1 to column 2 and from row 1 to row 2. So this, in a second, this one over here. Yeah. So let's clear the screen of our drawings and go back to the editor. And in style, we can say one grid column. One starts from 1 and ends at 2, and then grid row starts at 1 and ends at 2. I also want to add a background color, and I'll just type something random. It's supposed to be a gray or whatever it will be. Well, it's not a gray, but anyway, it has a color. And let's see. Okay, almost there. Cool. Now if we are to go for the second one, where is Mr. Photoshop, we can see that this would be the second one. This entire area, right? So it starts from column 2 and it ends at column 4. So it's 2, 3, 4. It passes through from 2 to 4. And it starts from row 1, 2, and ends at 3. So it's 2 to 4 and 1 to 3. Let's clear this. Alt tab to the editor. And I'll just select from line 7 till 11 and duplicate it. Alt shift down and then type 2, because I'm lazy, I don't want to type too much. And this would be from 2 to 4. And this would be from 1 to 3 and a different color, 205. I don't know if 0 exists, so let's just do 215. And now let's see what's in the browser. So that's column 2. Now for wrapper, I want to get back to wrapper. I'll do some more styling over here to help us see what happens. So HTML and body. We don't need curly braces code. I am in SAS here, not SCSS. So HTML body height 100%. And then for the wrapper, I'll also add height 100%. Okay, now let's see what happened. Body is okay, and then wrapper is not okay.
Oh, you spelled height wrong.
Yeah. Well, now it's okay. Thank you. So now that's how 1 looks like, and that's how 2 looks like. So if we are to go back to our drawing, and we can see the free, which is let's do it here. This is free. This entire area. It goes from column 1 to column 2, so this would be column 1. It goes to column 2, and then from row 2 it goes through 3 and ends at 4. So it's 1 to 2 and 2 to 4. Let's do that in our. So I'll select a white space here, so like empty line 16, and like that, because when I duplicate it, I also want it to have another spacing here, right? So this would be 3. So I said 1 to 2, and this is 2 to 4. Okay, so now 0F0, I don't know what that means as a color, but it's a green, so yeah. Cool, so we got this one. Now let's go back to the drawing, which is in Photoshop. So 4, it's an easy one. As far as I can see, that's 4. Right, that's the only one. And in terms of numbers, it goes from column 2 to column 3, and from row 1, 2, 3, from row 3 to row 4. So 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. Let's clear our drawings. Again, I will select a bit of white space and duplicate this, Alt Shift down arrow, name it 4, and this would be 2 to 3 and then 3 to 4, and a different color, 7F1. I don't know what that means. Let's see if it's a nice color. Well, it's another green. Come on, something else. 791. It's a darker green. It's okay. I think it's okay. So I got that fourth column, fourth area, not column, fourth area. And now let's look into our design, our layout in here. So now we want 5. 5 is going to be this one over here. And it starts from row 1 to column 3. This is column 3, and ends at column 4. And then as rows, it's 1, 2. It starts at 3 and ends at 5. 3, 4, 5. So 3 to 4, 3 to 5. That's 5. Okay, if we go, well, clear our screen. So 3 to 4 and 3 to 5. Yeah. Go back to coding. Select line 26, 27 until 30. Alt Shift down arrow. Name it 5. And then 3 to 5. I forgot. 3 to 4. 3 to 4. And 3 to 5. That's it. A different color. F9F. I don't know what that means. I'm just randomly typing something. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go back here. It's like purple, pink, something like that. You know better colors than me. So we got one more, right? Now if we go to our design again, and this is the last one over here, and that means that we got from column 1 to column 2. That's an easy one. And then this is 1, 2, 3, from 5 to 6, from 4 to 5, not 5 to 6. So 1 to 2 and 4 to 5. I'll keep that on the screen and clear it later, because I don't want to forget it. It's gonna be a bit messy, but you understand what I'm doing. I'll select that, duplicate it, name it 6. And now, because I have it on the screen, it's easy, from 1 to 2, and then from 4 to 5. And a different color, 0, C4, I don't know. Let's see. Now I can clear that screen so it's not that messy. Yeah. Save it, and let's look at this, but nothing happened. Because we have fixed here, not 6. Fixed is not a number, so let's do 6. Okay, so I got 6, but it's not looking right. I think I messed something up. Let's see, if it spans towards the light purple one, it should be 1 to 3. Let's see. Now let's compare it with our design, and then map it over there, press tab. Okay, so
like, the screenshot that the one of the grid, it looks like it has some grid gap in it.
We can also do grid gaps. That's done in the master, so in the wrapper. So wherever we have wrapper, we can say grid gap and do, let's say, 1 rem or 10 pixels, 16 pixels, whatever. And now we got gaps. And basically this is it. We can also do here margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box. Not that. And it will look a bit nicer. Okay. And now this resizes somehow with your browser. That's if you want to have it height 100%, because if not, it will be whatever your content needs to be. But basically this is more or less your layout. And now you can play around with it, continue drawing, do as many areas as you need, 11 of them. So,
because I was kind of wondering, like, how would it look like 11 of them will be 11 of them would be different, like the set design for 11 of them wouldn't quite fit.
Well, you can only know after you draw it and then separate it in let's call them logical areas, right? Because you see, I just figured out where would I be able to separate it in a nice way. And basically that's what we did, and you just repeat the process but on a different image and different areas, and then it starts basically starts out like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you need more, like 5, whatever. And then as well as over here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it can be any number you need as long as it makes sense to you. Right? So play around with it, do some pen and paper on the screen, on the computer, whatever it works for you, and have a go at it. This is display grid, and it has more power, but as soon as you play with it and something comes out good, you'll have more confidence in yourself, and then you'll just use grid a lot more. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Any other questions? Any other questions?
Well, there was one about the icons I got from Icon.
Yeah.
The one that has Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus.
Yeah.
And those are the icons that I imported from Icon, and I want to put them in the header of the demo website.
In the header of the website?
Yeah, onto the left.
Like here, where is one?
One. Well, this
like
is in
this?
the header now. I'll just send the screenshot in Slack.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Julian and hello Păunescu Eugen, welcome. We got one of our students watching us and another viewer.
Okay.
About coding, it's much easier when you learn it from early age. I think coding is easier at any age. It's just that at early ages, like Cate is, she's not worried about making mistakes. She's just aiming to build something that she's passionate about or proud of. So that's the only difference. She's not afraid, and you shouldn't be too. That was a comment from one of our viewers.
Oh, okay. Just a minute, I'm taking 2 screenshots.
That's okay. Which you have Windows, right? Windows 10 or Windows 8?
Windows 10.
Okay, I think you have a tool named Snipping Tool. I'll show you on my screen. So I type snipping.
Oh, well, I'm using Snipping Tool.
Ah, cool, cool. Even better. So by the way, guys, you can see every coding is for everyone. Cate is 12 years old now. She started coding. I don't know when she started. From my knowledge, she started at 11 years old. And to my right is my father. He's 62 years old. So yeah, age doesn't matter. And my son typed his first HTML when he was 4 years old. So yeah, don't be afraid to start something new. Cool. Let's see where's that one. Okay, so you want to add it over there?
Yeah. I've also got another screenshot.
Yeah. So I assume that's like still in the layout on top of what we've drawn so far, right? Okay, so let me see, just a second. Let's make a bar here. I'll make this bigger. So now we are going to introduce this bar, and it's red. Let's make it some other color, like a dark gray that you used. Okay, so now with this one, it's like you'd have a bit more rows, so like one row more.
Yeah.
And let me quickly go back to the line tool. Okay, so like you'd have over here a new row, right? So in our CSS over here, I won't make the final changes, but I'll show you how it would look like. I'll duplicate this line and comment the original one. And let's assume that the row would be 80 pixels in height or 100 pixels, just like a fixed number. You'll do here 100 pixels. That would be the new row. And basically, all those ones from the row point of view will be like 2 to 3, right? One more. Here would be 2 to 4, because you put a row on the top, so it's like you have to shift everything down. then this would be 4 to 6, well, and so on. And you'll also have, let's call that like navigation. We can name it nav, like a div with a class nav or just the tag nav. It's okay. And then this would have, let's copy this, paste it over there. It will start from row 1, column 1 to 4, and from 1 to 2. So this would be 1, let me draw it, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's from 1 to 4, and then from 1, that's not 1, that's 2 anyway. 1 and 2. So basically introduce a new row over there, you adjust your layout, and then you can actually even split this one. Maybe you have, because I saw you have some content, right?
Yeah, I do.
And you could have here that logo class, which goes from 1 to 2 and 1 to 2, and then I'll draw new, let me do like that for logo, that's logo. And then this would be the text. So maybe like you name this, that slogan. Or whatever you want to put in here on the top, maybe like a menu. I don't know, I'm just saying. So now that logo, yeah, just adjust it. Logo would be from 1 to 2 and 1 to 2, and slogan would be from 2 to 4 and from 1 to 2. So that's how you do here, like that logo and 1 to 2, 1 to 2, and then slogan to be 2 to 4 and 1 to 2, yeah, and different colors. So obviously when you want to see them, and in the final version you know what background it has anyway. So yeah, this is how you do it.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's see if we got any more questions from our viewers and from yourself as well. I got something new.
Okay.
Thank you, channel 1234 for Chan. Cool. Questions?
No, thank you.
Cool. I'll give it a minute. Yeah, I'll give it a minute for the other viewers, but you can drop off if you want. You're welcome anytime.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Stop sharing and meeting. Cool. Let's see if you guys that are watching have any questions, drop them over here. Otherwise, I'll get back to coding. This was my lunch break, like. And if you are from London and looking to start from any point and become a web developer, you can definitely join codetap on YouTube or Facebook. On YouTube, we have all the movies nicely organized in playlists. Everything is free, or I can also be your mentor one-to-one in case you want to speed up getting a job, getting hired, and as well as bootstrapping and skyrocketing your career. Like, get to play with the big guys in the big projects. Make something useful for this world. Cool, let's see. Okay, I think there is a very, very big delay. That's what I'm seeing so far anyway. Or not. No, there's no big delay. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time in another live show. And as soon as my new laptop, there will come many more tutorials will come. CSS ones, JavaScript ones, and hopefully React, Angular, or anything else. We'll see. Happy hacking!